Good morning, everyone.
We're going to Italy.
Yeah, today we're gonna go to Italy. Right now we just woke up and it's 7 a.m. really early. We have a flight at 11:30. So right now we're having breakfast.
Mini pizza.
And then we're going to go get dressed and then we'll go to the airport. So you're coming along with us. We'll show you everything. Alright, so from here starts our 20-hour journey from Karachi airport to Dubai and then from Dubai to Milan, since we had connecting flights, and then we had to take a 1-hour drive all the way to Turin. So I will show you everything in between. Okay, so our bags just got checked and we're heading towards the plane now. We still have to get a boarding pass first. Long lines again. Okay, so we're finally out. That's, I think, our plane or maybe somebody else's, I'm not so sure. We all were super excited, especially Burrell, because it was his first time going out of the country altogether, and getting to the plane wasn't much trouble. Well, when you get to the capsule, these vibes just feel different, and the closer and closer we got to the plane, it gets even more exciting. Oh, look at this! Okay, so me and Sarna are in our seat. This is the television, and this is what I hate, that the window's all the way over there. Okay, so we'll be taking off soon. Pretty soon it was takeoff time at Karachi airport, so in the daylight. And looking down at the big city with the small houses and buildings was also really fun. As you can see, it's so beautiful. The plane kept getting higher over the clouds and we were moving towards the Arabian Sea. Even the tallest buildings of the city looked like the size of a finger. We got some noodles to eat. Okay, so we got a second course. I don't know what's in here, so let's check. So we got water, we have some sort of a sanitizer, and I don't know what is in here. So it's actually a chicken wrap. Yum yum. 4 out of 10. The chicken had a real weird taste.
I got some tea. And there's more things in it.
Now if you look over here, we're getting really close to Dubai, and this is Gulf of Oman, so I think we're really close to Oman right now. If you look at this, we have 46 minutes left within the journey. You guys see Oman over there? I think that's Oman. I think. We were finally moving towards land after a long episode of just water. And then the red deserts of Arabia were looking so cool. And we were finally just left with 18 minutes. And then slowly we started to go inside the city with these weird flower type looking roads that I kept seeing again and again. See, there's one more. Although the houses kept getting bigger and we were getting closer and closer just to land in Dubai. And then we finally reached the airport. And finally, after a 2-hour flight, we finally landed in the new city. This is the long Terminal 3 of this airport, which we were later going to move to. But we first were going to stop at Terminal 2 because this is a Fly Dubai flight. So all the Fly Dubai airline goes to Terminal 2 and the Emirates flights all go to Terminal 3 and the international ones are all at Terminal 1. The flight's all empty, so finally we're gonna get out of here. Okay, so we're in Dubai now. So after another long segment of lines, we finally moved towards our connection bus that was going to take us to Terminal 3. Then we started moving towards the next terminal, and there were flights taking off after every 2 minutes. While we were passing Terminal 1, there were airlines that I never knew. Then we got through capsules. It was a 30-minute bus ride, went through the bridge, and then finally got to the Emirates terminal. So we got closer. As you can see, there were only Emirates flights, nothing else. There were hundreds of Emirates planes that I was so surprised to see, and this is the double-decker plane. Well, unfortunately it was not ours, and then we finally got to the Terminal 3 airport, got through a few lines, and then starts the beautiful airport. I think that it's made out of gold. There were so many brands, shops, and chains of restaurants that I was so surprised to see. This place was perfect for shopaholics, but well, you have to be rich first because they were really expensive. So we had a 5-hour stay in the airport, and then we strolled for the entire 5 hours, and by the time of the flight we were really tired just roaming around in this big airport and not being able to see all of it. This place was like a mega shopping mall, and it had everything that you could ever name. You can find everything. Then we finally sat down, and then we ate something, and then again started walking for another few hours until our plane arrived. The Dubai International Airport had 3 terminals, and this terminal only had 5 sections, A, B, C, D, and E. So we were roaming around only in C, and then we had to take another train that we would connect to section A. So then we started to move towards that underground train. Look at that fountain. It's a masterpiece. Then this was such a big lift, and then finally we got inside that train. We got out of the train and then started moving towards the big lift that I was talking about. That is such a long escalator. Whoa, that's such a big lift. Section A was completely crammed with souvenirs. Look at this. It's so pretty. It's just a world of chocolate. Time really flies. It was our time for the flight, so we had to go back to section C and we had to take the train. This time I gave you guys an even better view to show you how it is. The doors closed, and then we were going back to our section C, to our gate, to go all the way back to Milan. Although the train was pretty nice, it was really empty, but it was really hard to maintain your balance on top of it. The big lifts came back, and then we went up to catch our flight, and then we finally made it. We were back in the, VIP capsules, and it was 5 p.m. We had a late flight, and we were going to reach to Milan during nighttime. We took off from Dubai, and I'm telling you that Dubai looked absolutely stunning during the sunset. The camera, couldn't really capture it. We were flying once again over the deep blue sea. This flight was great because we were flying on top of all sorts of landscapes, and then when it was nighttime we were flying over Turkey. It was looking really beautiful. We were high above the cities, and then finally we got dinner. Again, 4 out of 10. It tasted absolutely disgusting. Then we got some milk tea with a cookie, and we were flying over the Black Sea. Again, the camera can't really capture it. And this is the plane view that I absolutely love whenever we're flying over a city at night. So they looked like stars in the sky. I couldn't really see any houses or anything, but we could see the roads. They were getting bigger and the lights were getting brighter. Then after a hectic flight, we finally reached in Milan, landed, and it was really late and we were super tired. We got in the bus that was taking us towards the airport. You can see how badly this bus was crowded. Anyways, we reached the airport. There were super long lines, and when we got through, this was the final train ride to Turin, and then we finally reached our home. which we were going to live in for 3 months. When we arrived, I was super tired during the night and I could not make a video of the house, so I was unable to show you all. But then the next day, here we are in Turin.